Rhubarb Breakfast Show Expresso. Thanks for joining us on this Thursday morning. We're bringing you all things nice from our kitchen, but also we're learning about the rhubarb. It's about the rhubarb this morning, something that's poisonous, and then Zola cooks it, and then it's not poisonous anymore. But put us to
so it's just again, it's just the leaves that are poisonous.
Oh,
the stem that you eat is very edible.
Okay. So the stem is very edible when you cook it, but it's also really bitter. So it's actually a deterrent.
No, it's bitter, but then when you cook it, it's delicious. It's very like floral in its flavor. It's got a tartness. It's really delicious. You should really try it.
So talk about this. We're talking about the do's and don'ts when it comes to pairing with flavors and rhubarb, because we spoke about it earlier. In UK, people use rhubarb to flavor desserts.
Yeah, it's delicious. So the tartness, and it's a very fruity flavor. I know it doesn't look like it because it just looks like sort of
like celery.
Yeah, the stalk of celery.
It looks like poison. Does no, it doesn't.
Sometimes they come in like really ruby red and they're really beautiful, but when you cook them, the color does disappear a bit. So things like strawberries and raspberries are really great to cook with rhubarb. Not only are they in season at the same time, so it makes complete sense, but also the flavors, you know, that floral rose sort of note is great for the flavor combination. Another fruit that goes well with it is pears. It's a milder flavor, and it also sort of brings out the characters of the rhubarb.
So would you cook it together? I mean, how would you
Absolutely. If you're roasting the rhubarb, I would roast the peppers with it as well. Obviously, strawberries and the berries cook for a little less time, so you don't necessarily have to cook them for as long as you would the rhubarb.
How long does a rhubarb cook?
Rhubarb cooks for a long time. So if you were going to oven roast it, for example, if you cut it into small bits, I would roast it for about 20 to 30 minutes. You can also cook it as a compote on the stove, and then it'll puree up. But if you want it to keep its shape, then obviously roasted is better. And in terms of other flavors, white chocolate is really great because white chocolate is a little sweeter because so it balances the tartness. Dark chocolate is actually too strong for rhubarb flavor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I'd steer away from the dark chocolate, but white chocolate's perfect. And in terms of seasonings and spices, vanilla, always with desserts.
But vanilla is a winner for anything.
Vanilla's like one of those flavor-enhancing sort of spices. So it's great with all desserts.
You know that I even put it in tea.
Do you?
Yeah.
Delicious.
I'm a vanilla addict.
I love vanilla as well. And then nutmeg, also in small quantities, because nutmeg is a hallucinogenic, so don't go too far.
Where did you get the whole nutmeg? Because you can't find.
You can, of course you can.
Yeah, but only you find. So
you can find it at Woolworths.
She's like a market surfer, this one. Okay, and then
cinnamon and ginger, either dried ginger or fresh ginger. The spice is really good with the rhubarb.
Rhubarb.
So play with it. Try it.
Talk about rhubarb this morning. Okay, I'm sold. So rhubarb and things to do with it. Later on, we also, I called it frangipani.
Frangipani, no, that's wrong.
Yeah, what is it called?
Frangipani.
Frangipani. We're cooking later with frangipani and some strawberries, and we're making a beautiful tart with our tart rhubarb, which is not a fruit, but a vegetable. It is poisonous, but it also is not. You cook it for a long time, and it's not poisonous. But if you eat 5 kilograms of it,
of the leaves, you'll die.